Okay, I think it's working. Okay, we live. Hello, I am Saki.
I'm Matthew.
Welcome to Thursday night poetry reading. We have love poems today. Do you want to go first or should I go first? Oh wait, how many do you got?
Sonnet. And I have one by someone else.
Oh, wait. So you have two.
Well, okay. Technically I have three.
Oh, okay. Then you should go first.
Okay.
Let's do the sonnets first because I wrote the sonnet. Battle of the Sonnets.
Sounds good.
All right. Is this a contest? Are we gonna ask the audience to vote for their more favored, the favorite sonnet?
Well, the contests tend not to work out in my favor, so.
What? How so? Okay. Well, if you like, if you like one of them more, you can leave a comment. We will not be offended. There's also no prize or consequence. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so this is based on a sketch, but I think to give some context for the poem, I'm going to read this little thing. This is Thell's motto from the Book of Thell by William Blake. Does the eagle know what is in the pit, or wilt thou go ask the mole? Can wisdom be put in a silver rod, or love in a golden bowl? Which is to say something like, materialism can't be true because you can't put love in a physical object. So that is the context, and now...
That was really cool. I like how it was all like of cabbages and kings. I was like, what are you talking about? But then it actually like says actual stuff. That was cool.
Yeah, because the mole is... It's all that matter in the way. Yeah, that was a very William Blake comparison to make. This is the... There's no way you're going to be able to see this.
Oh, if you push the blue button on the base of the camera, it focuses, but the camera's far away.
Well, trust me that this is a Manet sketch of a painting he did called Boy Blowing a Soap Bubble. And you'll notice that the point is the boy has a bowl and a little rod to blow the bubbles with, right? And now I need to find the actual poem.
Wait, so your poem was inspired by that poem?
It's supposed to be about the sketch, but then I also noticed that he's holding the exact same things from that Blake thing, so I decided to make a little reference to that, so which won't make sense unless you already know. Oh my god.
Wait,
okay, here we go.
Wait, hold on. So the sketch was of the poem?
No, the sketch and the William Blake thing are only related inside of my brain, but the sonnet was just supposed to be based on the sketch.
Okay. And this is a love sonnet? Sorry, a love sonnet?
No, it just happens to mention love because of that whole bowl thing.
Oh, okay.
See, this is very confusing.
So it's actually about blowing bubbles through a straw.
Yes.
Okay.
Or specifically about drawing of blowing bubbles through a straw.
Okay, this is not a contest. I wrote an actual love poem. Okay, whatever, go ahead.
Here we go. An interlude of alternating lines suggests the taut circumference of a bubble, epitome of minimal designs, tame answer to a euphemistic puzzle, an exitless, inefficacious tunnel. Encapsulation's unfulfilled facade, effetely suffocated breath, a subtle patina of inflected light, the flawed conception of a kindergarten god, intrepid foam from undiscovered shoals, wisdom suspended from a silver rod, and love recaptured from a golden bowl. The most ephemeral preoccupations are shapes, procedures, tangible occasions.
Oh, that's fancy. I have no idea what what was that word?
Effetely?
Effetely.
It's like weakly, ineffectually.
Huh?
Like weakly, ineffectually.
Weakly,
It's like the bubble is like floating in the air. It's like, strangling
okay.
suffocating it. Well,
I thought you like misspelled effectively. I'm like, what the? What is this?
It's been known to happen.
Okay, cool.
And no.
You want to read my sonnet?
Sure.
This is just a standard love poem, Shakespeare style, although it's not.
Is this the title?
Oh, sure.
Some cheesy love sonnet. The humble fact that you exist is paired with my knowing that you know me too. What a rare and magic little truth, that our precious universe is shared. That we are far apart is no concern, because our hearts can cosmically embrace, defying what we know of time and space, as long as flames of love within us burn. And should that fire inside us one day wane, and leave a smoky shadow in its place, then this love was just a dream. Then this love was just a dream to chase, but its burning shall not be in vain. Because we found each other, we're complete. The universe was made for us to meet.
Wait. This universe. This universe was made.
This universe. Sorry. Is
Is
it an
my
actual
handwriting
love
just like
poem?
really bad, or why were you tripping? Then this love was just a dream to chase. Is it my handwriting? Oh, it's because it begins on a strong beat. Then this.
Yeah, I think it's not. There's no pickup
Right.
syllable, because then is a word that could go either way.
Yeah.
So I think that just threw me
Sure.
off.
Oops. Okay. My bad. Yeah, actual love poem. Okay, cool. Your turn.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I'm gonna read something that I did not write, and it's going to take me forever to find it.
Would you like
Okay,
to
so-
introduce it?
This is a page from a book called The River Girl by Wendy Cope. And this is about a young man who is a poet, and he's sitting by the river and he meets a magical water spirit.
And then?
Right. And he immediately falls in love, and this is what happens. Your hair will dry and gleam like finest satin. I'll gather flowers and make a little crown, and place it on your head and call you princess. Good heavens, hang on. I must write this down. He lets her go and scribbles in his notebook. A miracle. He is in love and writing. When he looks up and smiles, his eyes are blazing. My love, my muse. Oh, this is so exciting. So
Wow.
I love that. Like,
That's
he just
so good.
writing a love poem is like a crime. He's like ignoring her and writing a poem about it.
I can relate to
I
this.
love it.
That's great. I like the little illustration too. Is
Oh,
that
yes.
original?
Maybe we should show the little. Yeah,
So
I assume those are
cute.
also by Wendy Cope. I didn't check.
I want to push the focus button, but it's so far away. Maybe if we just hold it here, it'll be in focus. Anyway, I'm sure this is Googleable. Wendy Cope. Oh, the clever. Okay, I have a second poem. This one's an old one, and it is also a love poem of sorts. It's actually maybe the opposite. All right, this one is Untitled, but anyway. Okay, here we go. What kind of love is it you seek, this vow of which you highly speak? What is marriage for the godless? Nothing but an empty promise. For if our bond of love is true, then there is nothing we must prove. And if our love is false, alas, a contract will not fix that fact. So, a loving spouse to take is in every case mistake. Yep. So,
That's good. That's the William James thing that he said when he woke up from his. Well, okay. I'm getting this wrong because that never happened. But people say that William James went on a nitrous oxide binge for philosophical research purposes only, and one of the things he says was, "What's a mistake but a kind of take?"
oh, that's where that comes from. Cool. Well, yeah. This is how I feel about marriages. I mean, I think that the purpose of, like, if you're gonna get married, you know, like Ridgeway style, it's like, it's to serve one function. It's just like to prove to the state that you guys can belong on the same like health insurance plan or something dumb like that. So yeah. All right. Well, that concludes our.
There's one more quick one.
Oh.
So
mini poem today. Okay.
I dabble in programming, and I thought I didn't have a poem, so while I was waiting here, I made a word square for love, which is something where you do the words, and it's whether you read in rows or columns, it's the same. Right. So just to
I'm just
visually
gonna
illustrate.
push the button for you.
To visually illustrate.
Hold it up to the thing, and then it will focus.
So someone has undoubtedly already invented this exact one because there's a lot of redundancy, but it's not focusing.
Is not focusing?
I think it
Is it doing it now?
kind of.
Did it do it now?
So I think you can get the idea, right? It's the same, rows and columns spelled the same, and it's love over VETO eros, which is purely a coincidence that there's a good one for love. But
Nice. Wait, oh, cool. And okay, so it reads the same left to right on the columns.
yeah.
You just came up with that in like 2 minutes while you were sitting here. How did you do that?
Well, I use programming to cheat.
Ah.
They just show me all the possible ones.
Huh. All the options. Well, cool. Okay. That concludes the love edition of Poetry Night Thursdays. We'll see you next Thursday at 7. It didn't stop.